Welcome to Q demo. What we're going to do today is download the app uh, from Google Play Store, and on iPhone you can directly go to the web app, which is available at app.q.today. As you can see, I have two shortcuts here, one to the Android app and one to the web app. So let me show you on the web app. If I click on that, it looks something like this. Let me close that. And if I click on the app, it looks something like this. All right. So as you can see, this is your landing screen. That is your search screen. This is obviously after you log in. So if I have already logged in, so you log in using your phone number and an OTP, and you log in. Okay. And once you log in, anybody with this app can search and join the queues, go to his appointments and see where all the queues that he has joined for today. Okay. And also he can create his own queues. So in this case, we're going to demo how you create a queue for, let's say, a vaccination drive in your colony. Okay. So let's go to queues, and when you select queues, you'll see a blank screen here. There's a list of your queues. Press on the green button, and then it will take you to a form which you need to fill up. You need to choose a name for your vaccination drive. So we are calling it general here. You can give it whatever you want. Ideally, keep it unique, identifiable, because people can search for it. All right. After that, we're coming in to choose our queue type. Okay, queue type basically has a couple of options. One is first come, first served. The other one is service. And other two are in alpha. That means all the alpha features are not yet operational, so don't use these features. The only two queue types that work today are first come, first served and service. So both these queue types work very differently. So in our case, we will need a first come, first served, where whoever comes first gets served. And in case of service, although so service type queues are basically used for restaurants and service centers, where where the customers are intimated when their service is complete. Okay, it's a different type of queue, and first come, first served is a normal queue that we are all used to. So and vaccination drive falls in that category. So let's create a first come, first serve queue. Yeah, you want this queue to be searchable. So click yes. Is it a public queue? Yes. You can choose your location by dragging and moving around. And if you find your location, just long press and hold. It will select that location, and that's your chosen location. Okay. Now we're coming to the sub queue rotation strategy field, where it's an optional field. Okay, and the various options are name, none, shortest wait, named, and round robin. Let me explain what this means. So this option you would choose only in case when you have subsequent queues to this main queue. Let's say this vaccination drive is your main queue, and you want to have subsequent queues, like for billing, or you have many vaccination shot administers, and each one has its own queue, right? So those are sub queues of this main queue, right? Now the strategy of putting your customer onto the subsequent queue can be either named, that means you can give each of the subsequent queues a name, or randomly in that case you will choose round robin. So it will choose one after the other and automatically assign the customer to the next queue. And again, the shortest wait is another type of strategy which is not yet implemented, so please don't choose that. Named queue is a strategy where the customer can choose which queue he wants to get into, which subsequent queue he wants to get into, or the manager of this main queue can choose the name. Okay, so in the vaccination case for the main, we are not having any subsequent queues for now, so we choose none. Okay, and now moving on to batch size. Batch size is how many people at a time you want to progress. Does this queue progress one person at a time, or two people at a time, or five people at a time? You can choose that by setting that. Okay, how do you progress in the queue? Whether you do it manually or you want the system to do it. So the options are manual, auto next, and auto next delete. So you want the system to progress the queue automatically. And there's another option of auto next delayed where the system will do it automatically after a specified time, like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, it will take a person. Right now we are choosing manual, so you say next. That's it, you've created your queue. Now choose the timing this queue operates in. So you choose Monday, Tuesday, okay, or if you're only on the weekends, you can choose only weekends. And the hours of operation, that's pretty straightforward. And the maximum tokens per day. So how many tokens you're planning to issue for today, every day. Okay, that's what you choose in maximum tokens. There's another option called, is this a downstream queue? As I said, if you have subsequent queues, okay, those queues are downstream queues. And since this is a main queue, this is not relevant to this. So we say save. Okay, so you have created your first queue. It's called General Vaccination Drive. Now people can search and join that queue. So if you just type general, right, it will prompt you the drive, and you can search in a particular radius, right? Since there's only one there, it shows only one. So if you say search, it shows you. It gives you a lot more information when the queue has started, like what is the current token that it is serving, what is the status, what is your average wait time, the distance of the queue from your place, and a lot more other information. Now a person can join the queue by clicking on join. So let's go and join the queue. That's it, I have joined the queue, as you can see. Yeah. Sorry, what you can see here is I had joined another queue which I had created previously. So this is how, and I deleted that queue, and therefore it shows like this. So all my appointments for the day is shown in this screen, appointment screen. So as you can see, my token is 1, that is I'm the first person on the queue. So I will be called when the queue starts. Okay, so let us go and start the queue. So as a queue administrator, this is my screen. I click on the status button. This is my status screen, and this I can put it up on a TV, or if you want it to be put up in your waiting room, you could do that, or you don't need to do it, right? People will get intimated of their queue number and the waiting time on their mobiles. So this is your screen where you manage your queue. So this is the current token that is being served. This is the number of people waiting in the queue. Like as I showed you, I just joined the queue, so I am waiting in the queue. What is the wait time? Initially it's a few seconds because nothing has started, right? Service rate is 0. And as soon as I press next, I have started the queue, and I'm serving the first customer in the queue. Okay. So since I've chosen manual, I have to press next manually. So I pressed next, and then you can see we are serving the first person. And if I go to the status in my appointments, you see that it has turned green, and I'm being seen. All right. So let us go back to the status screen. There are a couple of things. So apart from searching the queue by the name and joining, people, when they arrive at your center, you ideally want them to scan something and join the queue, right? So this is a handy mechanism where we generate the QR code for you, which you can either present it to your customer, or you can take a printout in a predefined format. So I will show you how you can generate that on our website.